So here we're asked to find the quotient, and we're shown a couple different exercises here. Let's look at the first one. Find the quotient, and we have 30r to the 6th s to the 11th over 48r to the 2nd s to the 15th. Now, since these are just fractions, right? This is just one big fraction made up of multiple terms in each, multiple factors in the numerator and denominator. I can really think of this as three smaller fractions being multiplied. I can think of this as 30 divided by 48 times r to the 6th over r to the 2nd times s to the 11th over s to the 15th. And I can simplify each of these. So the first fraction, 30 over 48, well, there's a common factor of 6 between 30 and 48. So I can reduce by a factor of 6. And that would give me then 5 over 8. All right, so what I did right there is I reduced by a factor of 6. I divided both numerator and denominator by 6. Now, my next factor here, I have r to the 6th over r to the 2nd. So here, I want to think, well, which has the higher exponent? And then we subtract. And so really, I subtract the exponents. This is r to the 6 minus 2. Similarly, the third factor, that's s to the 11 minus 15. And so now if I simplify this a little bit, I have 5/8, I have r to the 4th, and I have s to the negative 4th. Now, a lot of times we don't like to leave negative exponents. And so remember from somewhere in the past, or maybe in a previous course, that we have the fact that a to the negative n is the same as 1 over a to the nth power. So negative exponents mean we can use reciprocals. And so then this is the same as 5/8 times, I can think of that r to the 4th as r to the 4th over 1, and I can think of that s to the negative 4th as 1 over s to the 4th. And I can rewrite this as the single fraction 5 r to the 4th over 8 s to the 4th. And that's how I would simplify it. Now the second exercise we have here, they gave us negative 63 a to the 8th b to the 3rd divided by 7 a to the 12th b to the 2nd. Well, that division symbol, division is just another way to write a fraction. And a fraction is just another way to write division. So this is the same as negative 63 a to the 8th b to the 3rd over 7 a to the 12th b to the 2nd. And then we can use the same sort of process as in the first exercise. That's negative 63 over 7 times a to the 8th over a to the 12th times b to the 2nd, that's a b to the 3rd over b to the 2nd. And we can simplify each of these fractions. Negative 63 divided by 7, well, that's just negative 9. So I have negative 9, a to the, and we have 8 subtract 12, that's a to the negative 4th. And I have b to the 3 minus 2, that's a b to the 1st. And then using the same ideas as I did previously, that would be negative 9 times 1 over a to the 4th times, I can think of that b to the 1st, that's a b over 1. And I can think of that negative 9 as a negative 9 over 1. And so now just multiplying the fractions, I would have negative 9b over a to the 4th. That's how I would write it.